Happy Friday! Looking for me? Yeah, I was behind a tree. Actually, I had the camera facing the other way. We've Got the Beat is the title of the song for this week. Greg Brainberg is the chorus leader, and he's going to teach them how to practice really well and to show expression through movements and song. And what's amazing is he tells them to do their own movements. He doesn't assign movements. And they just dance what they feel, or they move what they feel. That's kind of interesting. So I want to go over one of the fill-in-the-blank activities that we're going to be finishing up the week with today. And we really don't do a lot of the right activities, but I thought this one was really appropriate. It's a great story, and I want to just quickly review a little bit of the story. So this story is about students in New York City, in Staten Island, Public School 22. They have a great chorus. And one time they even sung at the White House, where the president lives. Once the chorus even sang at an awards show. It's pretty amazing stuff. The kids are always asked to come back because the audience likes it so much. And when they asked them how they felt, they said they feel a little bit nervous on stage, but that's okay because they want to do a good job, and it shows that they're being responsible. And the one thing that helps her forget about how nervous she is when she sees the joy in the people's faces. Where did we hear that before? Biblio Burrow was a grade level story that we read, and he traveled faraway lands just to give books to kids that didn't have them, and he said it was all worth it when he read that story to them with the pig masks, and he saw how happy they were. And just like the woman Debbie Tiva, who went to give people that didn't have electricity. She went and she donated, and she made people raise money and had helped the banks get them loans for solar panels so they can get free electricity. Okay, and then they give the banks give them time to pay it back. So all these people feel so good about doing what? What did I tell you the strongest people in the world do? Help others. Okay, it has nothing to do with big muscles. The strongest people in this world help other people, and I'm not kidding. So let's move on. They're helping other people get joy, and that's kind of a nice thing. So the chorus is divided into different groups of songs that are very low, songs that are different parts of the songs, the pitch that the singers sing. Different singers sing lower, other singers sing higher. So those are two different groups. And one group might sing a certain type of words, and another group might sing a different words. And when they sing together and back and forth, it sounds really nice. But it's really important that they keep that rhythm. Okay, the rhythm is just a boom, 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 boom. And talking about sounds, but most choruses have four groups of different leveled singers. Soprano is very, very high. Then you have the tenor, then the alto, and then the bass is very low. And then we talked about musical expression. The chorus works hard. They practice every day, 3 hours a day. Okay, I think Gandhi was a 4-hour movie, so that's like almost watching all of the Gandhi movie every day. Regular movies are about 2 hours, and that's like watching a movie and then practicing for 1 more hour, or practicing the entire time during a movie and then another half movie. I mean, that's a lot of practice. 3 hours a day is a lot to do anything. But Greg Brainberg, the teacher, he tells them it's a good idea to practice, and he tells them how important it is, and he encourages them to use movements. And just move how they feel, move their hands, move their bodies. Nobody feels it the same way, so they all move a little bit differently. And that's how Greg explains it. Now, sing's a very big job, and the members understand how big of a job it is and how much responsibility it takes to sing and do all this stuff. And they understand that, and they say really that they just want to do their best. And if their best makes them feel good inside, especially that other people are enjoying it, awesome. How do the singers in the chorus express themselves? That's the essential question. But we're going to be answering some questions here. I have 2 different pages. I have a regular fill in the blank page on the Nearpod, and I also have a modified version of Circle the Best Answer. So this is going to provide the students with 2 choices. If you feel more comfortable doing that one, great. Okay. So let's take a look at some of the choices and take a look at the activity. Okay. So it says, the singers in PS 22 chorus sang, where? Do you remember where they sang? That was in the first page of the story. You can go back and look it up in the text, or you can look at these 2 choices. If you've already done that, you may not want to do that again. But going back in the text and practicing locating information is a very important way to get answers on some type of comprehension-based test. You're able to go back and look into the words. The people that are giving the test out let you do that. So you could just be like, nah, I did my best, I'm not going to try. Well, you hear what I said? I'm not going to try? Yeah, try. There is no try. There's do, okay? And go back in the text and take a look for the important answers. It's the best way to do it. I'm going to teach you ways to do it as we move forward, right? So the singers in PS 22, my choices, I give you 2. They sang at a Target, or they sang at the White House. I want you to pick which one you think is true. They used drums to help keep the rhythm or keep the singers smiling. Why do they use the drums? I want you to think about that and circle the best answer. The third one says the singers express themselves by movements and through song, or they express themselves by sitting down. Last one says they work hard because they need the practice, or they work hard because they want to do their best. I think those are both good answers, actually, because everybody needs practice. That's how we get better at things. That might not have been the great choice. There's 2 choices. But the word need, when you have choices, you always have to think about which one is not a good answer, but which one is the best. And a lot of times when there's 4 choices, 2 of them, one answers a different question, one answers the wrong answer, and then 2 are very, very closely. So you have to look very closely at those 2. Let's look at these 2. Why do they work hard? They need practice. Well, it's important that they practice. They want to do their best. Well, that's why they're working hard. I think that's a better answer. I'm going to give you the answer on this one. They want to do their best. Do they need the practice? Well, it's important that they practice, okay? Practicing is something that they want to do. A need, we remember, as food, water, shelter, clothing, exercise, air to breathe, okay? So the word need might throw that answer off a little bit. So if it says they know practicing is important, that's a great answer. But they need practice. Well, they're so very good, so I don't know how much they need it. Anyway, great job this week. I hope you enjoyed our news story. Get a little bit away from that wild weather stuff and start talking about some singing and feeling good, and not about hiding under a couch, hiding in your basement and talking about ways to stay safe anymore. So I'm glad we moved on to something more fun this week. Guys, have a great day and have a super weekend with your family. And don't forget to spend that special time with your family. Everyone's kind of busy doing all these things, but just say, hey, Mom, Dad, can you sit down next to me on the couch and watch this show with me? It's just that togetherness is so, so important around these times. And sometimes if they're busy, they might forget that, you need that. So don't forget to remind moms and dads and say, hey, let's spend some time together. All right, boys and girls, have a great weekend. Adios.